Seeing how others want you is making this person want to fix up. I don't know what is going on or what's happened in your situation with this individual, but Spirit is saying this is your good karma season. Maybe for some of you, you had to experience, maybe this person having options, maybe this person delaying on taking the connection forward, making things official. Some of you could be dating this person and you've been dating them for years and they haven't popped the question. And this is something that you've always wanted, that they always mention that they will do someday, but it's like there's some type of delay. However, Spirit is saying that they're getting calmer because they have taken you for granted. They see you as the Empress, and so do others too. Imagine that. Shock factor to them. They were quite complacent. They just felt like you'll just always be there. And yeah, some of you are still in this connection. Some of you are still in this relationship. Some of you have had children with this individual. You've given them 3 beautiful children. And, you love your children, you love your partner, but some of you wanted things to be, the other way around. Maybe you dated this person when you were in high school and you both planned that, okay, we're going to get married first and then we're going to have children. But, each to their own. Or some of you may have decided, let's have children first, but after the 3rd one, let's get married. And this person could be trying to pressure you to have a 4th one. And you're like, but where's the ring, darling? Like, what, Or for some of you, I feel like you could be a single parent and you were very open to dating again after a long time. And I feel as if this person, they do see you as beautiful. They do see you as like an empress. Some of you are single fathers as well. And this is one of the reasons why they were drawn to you, is because you are a nurturing and kind and genuine soul, especially towards your children. And you take care of them too, But it's almost as if they took that for granted. They didn't want to take the next step. And now they're starting to see, or they're starting to hear. I feel like they're more seeing, because this is my Page of Wands card. I was about to say swords. Some of them could be spying on your social media because they're getting paranoid. But my Page of Wands card is my Aries card. Aries rules the 1st house in the zodiac. So when people say, what's your ascendant? They're talking about your 1st house, which Aries rules. So I feel like in regards to tying what I'm saying in with Aries, right, ruling the 1st house, your ascendant is how you are seen. So even say you are an Aries sun, if your ascendant is Libra, people will see you as a Libra. So this person has seen something, basically, in a nutshell. I went around the motorway with that, around the park, up the ladder, whatever the case is. No, but on the road, this person's seen something that they don't like. And maybe they saw some of you, getting chatted up by a group of guys, or some girls checking you out at the park or an area that you come from. Maybe I'm hearing on a one-away. So maybe some of you were driving and they were in the car with you and you stopped at the lights and someone was asking for your number blatantly, even though they were in the driver's seat, or they could have been in the passenger seat, and someone was bold and said, listen, why are you with him? Why are you with him? Why are you driving him for? Like, if you were with me, look at my whip, look at my car. It's something like that. It's like some type of disrespect happened. Or I feel like this person was out and about with their friends. Maybe it was a barbecue. Maybe it was at some type of skateboarding event or something of that sort. Maybe you and your partner hang out at this actual event and you had some women checking you out, like, wow, like, he's good in it, like he's hot, and your partner's like, what? Nah, wanting to fight people. And you're like, what are you doing? No, but I don't like the way she's looking at you, but she's just looking at me. But I heard her say that you're hot. Okay, but it's just a comment. They're getting extremely very angry. And I feel like this anger is starting to spill over to the point where they want to confront people. They even if they don't overtly confront people, they could become very aggressive in their tone, or they could be giving people a look like, don't look at him, don't look at her, right? Because people are seeing your worth. And the thing is, even though this person was not stepping up to the plate in your view, it didn't mean that you weren't going to treat yourself in the way that you deserve to be treated. And for some of you, you have love offers, or you're going to start getting a lot of love offers. These are the types of people that are going to be looking at you like wifey. You're going to connect to people that are going to want to actually settle down with you and have a family with you, is what I'm picking up. Yeah, you're going to meet some F-boys or F-girls that just want a good time, but you've got that type of energy whereby you connect with people that want something serious. You know, you've got this strong sacral chakra, and it draws other people in because your energy exudes abundance, it exudes creativity. So your person is going to see people on the street when you guys are walking down the street, or if you're in the same area, being drawn to you for that very reason. Even if you're dressed down, even if you're covered up, no makeup, hair's tied all back, whatever the case, this woman's beautiful anyway. But people are going to be drawn to your essence and your energy, and they're going to see the way people are hovering around you. They're going to see the way people are staring at you, and it's going to make them feel insecure. They are going to try to unsee it. But I feel like it's Spirit's way of giving this person a nudge. Like, if you are going to take long, if you are going to delay, if you are not going to appreciate who you are dating, who you are in a relationship with, who you have children with, then someone else will come and snatch this person away from you. And it will come as a shock because you feel like this person is so locked in. And yes, they are. And yes, you could be. Some of you could be married, you know. And this person probably thought, well, they've got my kids, I'm married to them, they ain't going anywhere, I don't need to make an effort, I don't need to take them out. And Spirit's like, really? Some of you may go to church and you get some men in the congregation staring at you, trying to chat you up blatantly, because they know that your person has this type of nonchalant, blasé way, and they're thinking, okay, so you're not taking her seriously then. You guys are not married, so therefore she's single, isn't it? Big argument in the church now. Hopefully not. This is just an example. But you may go to the church with your friend without a partner, and then you get all these guys chatting you up, or you get all these girls chatting you up, or you can go to some type of event, some type of spiritual retreat, and then you connect with someone that is on the same vibrational frequency as you. And you may even question and think, have I just met my soulmate? There could be some type of gathering where like-minded beings all connect. And then you get a lot of people seeking you out, seeing your worth. I'm not saying your person doesn't, but for some of you, they're just too laid back. I'm going to be real. And this is going to get this person all up in their head. For some of you, they're going to start panicking, thinking, you know what? I need to look for a ring. Okay, they said they wanted a Tiffany ring. Jacob the jeweler. You don't need to panic. Like, you need to fix. This is what Spirit is saying to them. They need to fix what's going on within them. Why they felt so complacent. Why they felt as if they had all the time. Jacob the jeweler, Tiffany is not going to save what's going on within. They have to act accordingly. They have to know the levels. They have to know a prize when they see one. They have to know the assignment that they've been given by Spirit and God, because a person like you doesn't come by all the time. And that's why they got complacent. That's why they were like, so, oh yeah, I've got the hottie. You know, they became comfortable, because at first they knew that a lot of people do like you, and because you chose them, they got gassed. So Spirit intervened, or Spirit will be intervening to show them that, listen, don't get too comfortable with my butterflies, because there's a lot of people out there like you but better, But there's not a lot of people out there like my butterflies. So we're going to fix you. And we're going to show you how desired, how respected our butterflies really is. So some of you may have gone no contact for some of you, or you just may have gone within just to heal, just to focus on yourself. And this is putting this person in a panic because you're not reaching out. Some of you just want your own space. Some of you have retreated. Some of you want to rest, whatever the case is. And this person's panicking. How come they're not texting me? I haven't got no phone call. What if they're talking to someone? What if they met someone? Panicking. Spirit is doing this or has done this so that they can move forward in their healing journey. But this person's thinking that you're moving away from them. This person's thinking that you're doing the most. They're envisioning you getting chatted up. They're envisioning you, flirting with people, dancing with people, going on dates with people, being physically intimate with people. It's driving them bonkers, and they're getting extremely angry and they want to reach out to you. And when they reach out to you, they may want to argue with you. They actually may want to argue with you. And this is based off how they have seen how other people act towards you. Because the same thing that they are attracted to, within you, is the same thing that other people see as well. They downplayed your essence. They didn't act accordingly, man. They didn't act accordingly. It's almost as if they felt like you ain't going anywhere because maybe you got children for them, or maybe you're a single mother and you may not go out a lot. So it's like they thought they knew your routine. But then you started going out and socializing, dancing, expressing yourself, showing off your skills and talents. And it's like they were fine when you were just locked up in the house because they felt that they had you kept. But when you said, oh yeah, I'm going to start going, there's the panic set in now. Panic set in. Why are you panicking for? All the places I wanted to go to, you always said you didn't want to go. You always made excuses. You didn't want to take me out. You didn't want to go to the restaurant. You didn't want to do this. You didn't want to go to the theater. But now that I'm going out now and I'm dressed up, you're panicking. I feel for some of you, they've seen you on social media and they're like, where are they going? Or where have they been? Mine is racing. Who's around them? What are people thinking? Did they go with someone? So they may reach out, but they are going to hold back. And you may hear like a sense of panic in their voice, or they will try to restrain the fact that they're angry with you. And you being independent is threatening this person. And I also feel like they feel like people are pretending to be your friend, but they actually want to sleep with you. Or they've seen someone in your friendship group that is a little bit too comfortable with you and they don't like it. And they may feel like they have to rival now. Now they feel like they've got competition. Before they were relaxed. They feel like they've got competition now. And it's got them all up in their head because they're you know what it is? They're now realizing that you are the prize. Some of you are expecting this person's child and it still doesn't matter. You may have been walking down the street with your bags and there was a group of men and they were trying to chat you up when you were with your person. Like, why are you holding the bags? Like, if you were my woman, this, that, and the other, and your person couldn't say anything. All your person could say was, just let's go, Or you just had a child and you're pushing your child around in the buggy and then people are chatting you up. Talking about they want to take you out to the Ritz, to, wherever, to get a massage. And maybe obviously you may have felt like, okay, you're a bit sleazy because you can literally tell I've just had a child, or maybe you got the child's buggy covered or whatever, but it's clearly a newborn baby. You may have just the car seat or whatever, but this person is fretting because they're thinking, even though you just had a child for me, people still want, yes. For some of you, if you're a male listening to this person took you for granted. They made you do everything. You got children together, you're picking up the children, you're doing the homework, you're, feeding the children, you're looking online for healthy dishes, you're making the meals, you're tidying the house, and they're just at home on their phone. Taking you for granted. All their friends complain about the father of their child. How they don't do this, how they don't do that. And they don't even appreciate you and what you do. Some of you are paying all the bills. You do everything, and they just took you for granted. So when they saw other people like, hi, they're like, what? I thought he would look too tired to be attractive to anyone else. I thought I had him in a routine, panicking up at night. Whenever you go to the shop now, they're thinking, where are you going? Are you going to see that girl again? Or is that girl going to say hi, that girl in the coffee shop? Oh my days, like, she's pretty and all of that. Panicking. Then when you come home now, the place is spotless. The place is spotless. Darling, what do you want to eat? I made your favourite meal. I didn't say that was my favourite meal. That was my favourite meal when we started dating when I was 19. Yeah, but I made it just to remind you of how we used to be. They're panicking. This person is, ruminating with thoughts. Should I write them a love letter? Should I write them a text? For some of you, you're just dating this person, and this person is realizing that this crush that they have for you is more than a crush, because they're thinking about you with other people and they don't like it. They don't like it. And for some of you, this person placed other people maybe ahead of you, or other people were involved in this actual connection, or they placed their friends, or there was always people around. There was always interferences. And now they're realizing that they shouldn't have allowed these interferences to take place. Now they're pushing these interferences away, because before it was fine. But now they're thinking, okay, I really need to sort this out. Because ever since I allowed work, friends to get in the way of our connection, this person is moving away from me, and they may move towards another person. So this person has gone hermit, or they are going hermit on people that they allowed to interfere in this connection because they took it for granted. It's like Spirit was saying, okay, you want to prioritize other people over this person, other people will prioritize your person. How about that? And furthermore, we're going to let you witness it. And this person realizes that what they did was pretty toxic, and they're obsessing. They are obsessing, but they're trying to reclaim their power. They're thinking, nope, I'm not going to sink into a depression. I'm going to invest in my person. They're really brainstorming. They're really figuring out how they can make this right. But the thing is, people are always going to find you attractive. But this is their fear that, okay, they're somewhat okay with the fact that people look at you. They don't really like it, but there is a fear that someone's going to steal you away from them. And they're looking at the role that they played, and they're understanding, to be fair with you, that they were pretty toxic, and they were pretty stuck, and they could have done more. They could have done more. They prioritized their friends more. For some of you, they had individuals playing in your face. People that were jealous of you. They're laughing and joking with people that are jealous of you. Whether they knew or didn't know, they were aligning with these types of people. There could be friends, family members, ex-partners still connected to these people. And these people were jealous of you. And they didn't understand at the time that these people are actually jealous of you because you are the actual prize. They want to look like you. They're jealous that they're with you. You understand? So this person's learning. They're waking up. And they're waking up to the fact that they're in love with you, because this level of jealousy and possessiveness that they're feeling right now, I'm not saying if someone's possessive, they're in love.